opposed to other options.
Yeah, I mean, like I've said before, I'd rather go into non-conf, go into the conference, having played some really good teams in the non-conference and getting exposed for what we got to work on. I mean, our defense is being exposed, so I'd rather, we could have played some lesser opponents. Defense bad, offense was good enough to win because they weren't good enough to beat you, and then you get into SEC play and it gets exposed. Like we got to fix it. We starting with me. Obviously, I got to put a bigger point emphasis on it. Down with coaches, down with players, everybody. We got to get the defense fixed. Our offense is good enough to win. Most games we're in, occasionally we've got too many turnovers tonight. I thought the ball stuck a little bit too much. They went on a big run in the first half. I thought our offense really struggled. It was kind of both sides, defense and offense both. But kind of there in the second half, we were just couldn't get stops and get stops. So I'd rather schedule tough opponents, as long as your guys are high character enough to handle what comes with some losses and not lose confidence. They got to realize we play hard, we play good defense, we're a good team. If we don't, we're not a very good team.
Max, just go ahead and do you?
In the first half, they had some runs. In the second half, you had some runs. How do you balance that? What do you tell us?
They had some runs in the second half. We had 6 points at the half. About 2-3 minutes in the game, it was 13. If I remember right. I mean, we both went on some runs. They went on more than we did. But I think they had 16-0 run in the first half. Like, that's what we told our guys. We chart defensive efficiency, offensive efficiency every 4 minutes. You get the media timeouts every 4 minutes. We call them, 4 minute wars. 3 of theirs, they had over 1.6 on offense. Our defense was disastrous. I mean, 1.6, really bad. So, we let one mistake turn into 2, 3, 4 and let them go on offensive runs where we need to be. If they score, we got to get stopped the next time down. We don't have that in us right now. We got to find it.
Katie, that one?
Yep. In both this game and the Memphis game, your team was down double digits and they kind of had a big push at the end. Is there any encouragement you take from that as a coach, or is it kind of more frustrating that it takes to the end to kind of have that?
A little bit of both. It's good to know that they don't have to quit. They're going to keep fighting. It's takes some maturity to actually play that hard the whole game, though. So, I do think they got some fight. But you guys saw it, and we played a lot harder when we got down. Well, if you've got that in you to play that hard when you're down, why isn't it there when the game starts at 0-0 or when you have a lead and you're trying to put a team away? We got to get a killer instinct about us. We got to get a maturity about us. And, I think it's a good point you made. It seems like they play a lot harder when they get down, which at least we're fighting, but we have some maturity about us.
Mike, let's come back to you.
You came into this game shooting 67% from the line. You're 6 of 8 tonight, but had to miss at the end. Kind of got magnified the situation.
Yeah, our free throws haven't been great. I think to me though, like a lot of times your free throws follow where you're focused. If you just lose yourself in the game, you're focused on defense and playing hard, playing the right way. You step up the line, you make a free throw because you're not worried about a lot of exterior stuff. Free throws are. It's muscle memory. Turn yourself into a machine at the free throw line. It's the only thing in basketball where there's no other variables. I mean, it's the same shot every single time. When you're worried about the right stuff all the time, I think you tend to make free throws. Yeah, we got to get back to where we just lose ourselves in the game, playing hard, blue collar stuff, playing defense. And I think the free throws take care of themselves at that point.
So we have a couple more questions. Let's go all the way in the back. I think you mentioned the defensive struggles, but what was Davidson doing that kind of threw y'all off your rhythm? Just moving the ball?
Yeah, I mean, they take a long time in the clock. So you got to be really disciplined for 20 to 30 seconds, just about every time. They pull their fives away from the rim. So Charles is one of our better defensive efficiency guys. He was our worst tonight because, he was always away from the rim, couldn't protect the rim. Their center hit 2 threes. He hit the bank 3, which is unfortunate. But, Charles wasn't able to impact the rim as much. They play slower. They got great shooting. They got great off-ball cutting. They're a really good passing team. I mean, Foster Lawyer had 8 assists, only 1 turnover. He kind of runs show, he was up in Michigan when I was up there. I saw him play decent amount in high school. I mean, he's a tough, skilled player, but I think our guys, we got to be disciplined off the guard for 30 seconds if that's what it takes. And late in the game, do you remember they had a back cut for a layup late in the clock? They had an offensive rebound where we just missed a checkout late in the clock. It comes down to one possession at the end of the game. Those little mistakes late in the clock seem really glaring. You lose by one. Wish you had a couple of those back.
All right, let's go Austin. I think Charlie, you have one more. So we'll finish Austin and then Charlie. Go ahead, Austin.
So you talked about the defensive end and how you struggled. They assisted on 22 of their 31 makes, and they shot 12 for 24 from three. How much do you think was bad defense versus they were just having a rhythm on offense?
Oh, they were really good. And what we told our guys, if you're not going to get in, pressure them, disrupt timing, get some deflections, force turnovers, you're not going to be able to beat them. Because there's three shooters. Foster Loyer was shooting 53% from three coming into the game. That's hard to do. He's he's an elite shooter. And Jones and Lee were. Those I told our guys before the game. The top three shooters these are the three best top three shooters out of any team we played all year. If you're going to give them open shots, you're going to get beat. They went 10 for 18, so they're a really good team, and we didn't do a very good job on their better players. And then, because they had shooting all over the floor, we really didn't want to double the post much because then you're opening up guys that don't miss open shots. And our bigs didn't do a very good job guarding one-on-one in the post either. So, they had a good mix of punching in, making you. Brakovic, scores 22 tonight. That's well over his season average. And maybe in hindsight, maybe we should have brought some more doubles, but then, you double and then all of a sudden these guys that went 10 out of 18 from three, get open threes. I don't know, giving up two or three, you got to be able to guard something. We didn't guard anything really well tonight.
Okay, last question, Charlie. Back right.
Doesn't sound like defense. You feel like fresh off the court, the issues are fixable at this point?
Yeah, I think they are. We've got Quinterly's quick. He showed some toughness. He can guard and get him the ball. Shackelford's been probably our best perimeter defender. Keon Ellis last year was one of our better defenders. He had our second worst defensive efficiency numbers tonight. He's capable of being a good defender. He hasn't. First couple of games out of the gate, he was really good. For whatever reason, I think some of our guys are letting their offensive struggles at times dictate their effort on defense. We showed we could get stops there when we went on some runs. Noah was good. I think Noah had our best efficiency numbers tonight. Got different options to go with at the five. Maybe should have gone with Noah a little bit more tonight, just because Charles struggled as much as he did, but Charles had been good for us. But I think we've got the personnel that if we get the mindset corrected, we can be a good defensive team. It's just, I don't think the mindset's there right now. We talked about it preseason. This team said they want to be top 5 in the country in defensive efficiency. Well, after this game, we're not even going to be top 50. I think we're 46th or something coming into this game on KenPom. My guess would be we're going to be in mid to late 50s now. So it's hard to win at a high level doing this. Our offense got a little bit better last year from year one. Our defense jumped from 114 to third. That's why we won like we did last year. We can't win like we did last year without guys really buying into being great individual defenders, great team defenders, and just giving us an effort on defense. So until we get that figured out, we're going to be a pretty average team.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Talking a little trash on the field? Yeah, we get it. Trashing the state with litter? That's terrible. Keep it clean. Keep Alabama beautiful.